Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. This is going to be a fall themed makeup tutorial that is suitable to wear every day. I'm first starting off with some primer. I'm sticking to mostly moisturizing primers. As the weather gets cooler, my skin turns from dry to normal to just straight dry. Since I'm going to be using a BB cream later, I do want to make sure I cover up the pores in the center of my face. I'm going to use this concealer first. I bought it during the Beautylish sale. Unfortunately, I picked a shade that doesn't really work on top of foundation, so if I were to use this, I have to wear it under foundation. It is very thick and very high coverage. The little amount that you saw me use here was still even too much. I am then going to use this Blanc BB cream from MISSHA. Usually shade 21 is a bit too dark for me, but this shade 19 has an extremely inappropriate undertone for most of my face. So as you can see, this is not quite the correct shade for me. I don't know if I'm going to be holding on to this. It probably has this weird rosy undertone because it was meant to kind of be like almost a tone-up cream, which I'm not a really big fan of. So to correct the rest of my complexion, I'm going to be using bronzer and contour to kind of bring back that dimension to my face and help the foundation match the neck a little bit better. I'm going to use powder contour, so I will need to set my face with a little bit of powder first. I'm using this contour from PERIPERA. I have it in shade 2, but that is closer to more of a bronzer color. They recently released this third shade, and it's very similar to the shade Amber, just with a little bit more warmth. So I definitely really like this. If I don't really feel like using the Fenty matchsticks, then this is a great low maintenance alternative. I'm then going to just be using this brow product today. I'm not using anything else, just to keep the brows simple. I am now going to prime my eyes with this Etude House eye primer. I'm not really so sure how much I like this eye primer, but I'm also going to be using this Etude House eyeshadow palette in the shade Bakehouse, so I thought I might just use both from the same brand. I really like this eyeshadow palette. As you can see, it's very low key, but it's still warm and very fall appropriate. This came out sometime either early this year or late last year, so it's not really a super new release, but I haven't shown it yet on my channel. Their initial Play Color Eyes eyeshadow palettes definitely had a really questionable formula, especially for the price, but ever since the release of Caffeine Holic, which I also like as well and I will feature next, I think their eyeshadow formula has taken a really big step up to the point where now I would consider their mattes especially to be really worth the price. I'm just going to deepen up the look a little bit with the darker browns in this eyeshadow palette. As with many Korean eyeshadow brands, the shimmers in this palette are a lot more subdued. For somebody like me who really likes a good molten metallic look on the eyes, it's not necessarily my favorite shimmer formula ever. However, the more dispersed glittery shimmers in this palette are really pretty, and they definitely match with the Korean aesthetic, and I really like them. I am really sad that this eyeliner has been rebranded and also reformulated because the reformulation just isn't the same to me. So once I run out of this, I'm definitely going to be back on the hunt again for a good brown brush tip eyeliner. This mascara has a really nice warm deep brown color to it, so I thought it would be really appropriate for this look. It's also waterproof. My lash lift is beginning to fade on my left eye, so I am starting to have to use waterproof mascara again. As you can see, it's a very subtle color, so from a distance it reads mostly black, but it still has this softness to it that I really appreciate. I'm now going to use this Super Shock blush from ColourPop. It matches the rest of the look. Unfortunately, I didn't see it on their website, so it might have been discontinued, which is a shame. ColourPop's always discontinuing the stuff that I like the most. I'm now going to use this Romand Better Than Cheek product. This was a collab with NEONMOON. As you can see, it's very light, so I'm using this to really blend out and diffuse the earlier blush shade I laid down. I'm going to add some soft, warm highlight to my face using this product from BECCA. I use this shade a lot. And finally, for the lip, I am using another product from Romand, the Zero Velvet Tint, in the shade Rusk Rusk, which is this really pretty orange color. I forgot to use a lip liner for this, so as you can see, my application was definitely on the messier side. But overall, it works. So this is just a really simple fall look for you guys. I have more looks to come. I'll see you in the next video.